I've been feeling pretty stuck in a rut lately, what with working from home and all. Don't get me wrong, I love my wife and my job, but sometimes you just need a little excitement in your life, you know? So like any bored husband with a thirst for adventure, I turned to the internet. But not just any old website would do. I was after something a bit more illicit. That's when I stumbled upon the dark web. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would anyone willingly venture into such a shady corner of the internet? Well, let's just say curiosity got the better of me. At first, it was all just harmless browsing. I checked out a few forums, read up on some conspiracy theories. You know, the usual stuff. But then, I came across a thread that caught my eye. It was titled, "The Black Market of Desires, a place where people claim to be able to fulfill your wildest fantasies, no questions asked." Intrigued, I clicked on the link and was greeted with a simple black web page. There was a text box in the center with a single prompt. Type in your deepest, darkest desire. So without really thinking, I typed in my desire. I want to feel alive again. Almost instantly, the page refreshed and a new message appeared. Your request has been received. The market is now open. I didn't know what to expect, but before I knew it, I was connected with a mysterious seller who promised to fulfill my every desire. At first, it was all just harmless fun. I bought some weird items from the dark web, weird Polaroid, a World War I medal, just some random items. But then, things took a dark turn. I started receiving messages from someone claiming to know all my secrets, someone who seemed to be watching my every move. At first, I brushed it off as a prank, but then things started to escalate. I would receive emails with pictures of me taken from inside my own home, sitting at my desk, watching TV, even sleeping. Whoever this person was, they knew everything about me, and they weren't afraid to use it against me. I tried to block them, to ignore them, but they were relentless. They would send me messages at all hours of the day and night, and then, just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, I started hearing strange noises outside my window. Footsteps in the dead of night, whispers on the wind. I tried to tell myself it was just my imagination, but deep down, I knew better. And then one night, as I sat alone in my home office, I heard it, a tapping at my window, slow and deliberate. My heart stopped as I slowly turned to face the glass, only to find nothing but darkness staring back at me. But then, I noticed something. A faint glow coming from my computer screen. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't alone in my office. Someone, or something, had been watching me this whole time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. As the tapping at my window echoed in the silence of my home office, a chill ran down my spine. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched, that every move I made was being scrutinized by unseen eyes. And with each passing moment, my paranoia grew, gnawing away at my sanity like a hungry beast. I glanced back at my computer screen, the glow casting eerie shadows across the room. That's when I saw it, a new message blinking ominously in the corner of the screen. My hands shook as I reached for the mouse, my heart pounding in my chest. With trembling fingers, I clicked on the message, half afraid of what I might find. And there it was, a taunting message from the very people I had met on the dark web. They knew who I was, they knew where I lived, and they were closing in on me with each passing day. I tried to ignore their threats, to convince myself that it was all just a sick joke. But deep down, I knew better. They had proven themselves to be relentless, and I had no doubt that they would stop at nothing to get what they wanted. Every day, the messages grew more sinister, more menacing. They would taunt me, tease me, telling me that they were getting closer, that soon there would be nowhere left for me to hide. And no matter how hard I tried to block them, they always found a way to worm their way back into my life like a virus, infecting every corner of my existence. I started seeing shadows out of the corner of my eye, hearing whispers in the dead of night. I would wake up in a but the worst part of it all was the feeling of helplessness. The knowledge that no matter what I did, I was powerless to stop them. They had infiltrated every aspect of my life, turning it into a living nightmare from which I couldn't escape. And then, just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, they started targeting my loved ones, my wife, my friends, even my colleagues. They would send them messages, threatening to expose their deepest secrets if they didn't cooperate. I tried to protect them, to keep them safe, but it was no use. The people from the dark web were always one step ahead, always one move ahead of me. And as the days turned into weeks, I began to realize that there was only one way this could end, with me at their mercy, a pawn in their twisted game of cat and mouse. As I sit here, alone in the darkness, I can't help but wonder what will become of me. Will I ever be able to escape the clutches of the people from the dark web, or am I doomed to spend the rest of my days looking over my shoulder, forever haunted by the specter of my own paranoia? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, I'll never be the same again.